In the west.
Yes.
In the west. After making it back, they had a small conversation with Rom in that they have acquired a new member of their party, Pyroar. He's a warg, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Not much had happened aside from some minor conversations amongst each other, trying to find out what they want to do, and then after having a brief discussion with Hammond, they decided, some members of the party decided that they were going to take a course and try to learn how to harvest new parts from random rarer creatures that they may have an opportunity to see on their road. As of right now, he doesn't necessarily have anything on the board except for a Cyclops that may have been observed outside of Priaprol, but as he informed you last time, there is another interested party en route looking to claim said quarry. What would you guys like to do?
First of all, I suggest, Donnie, turn on noise suppression.
It is on.
Secondly, I'm going to the town hall.
This would be at like 10 at night.
Fine.
Okay. Is anyone going with? Is he going alone?
Where are we all right now? Are we all together, or you say it's 10 at night?
Right.
They were at the end.
Yeah, not the end. Last you had all left off, Pyroar and Grawe decided they were going to abstain from taking the course from Hammond. Hammond
Oh,
lives
that's right.
in this small house on the edge of town. So the people in the group who did decide to take the course and who have paid, I believe, Samur, you opted out as well, correct?
No, I opted in at the last
You opted
minute.
in. Okay.
Yes.
So then it would have been Carl, Yorn, Samur, Shadow, and Sporecap. It was a 2-hour session, in that he explained to you how there are different types of creatures out in the world, some of which you've encountered, some of which you haven't. You've encountered multiple different humanoids, you've encountered beasts, you've encountered monstrosities, and undead. But he has informed you that deep below, and some of you may be familiar with this, there are plants, there are aberrations, there are things of complete horror. There are fiends and demons from other planes, but all of which require some sort of analyzation after they've been defeated, or to determine what is harvestable from them. And mechanically will come when we get to those. I'll ask for those particular roles, but you've acquired one of the harvester kits, which I believe currently resides in the bag of holding. Is that right, Carl? Okay.
Yes.
And the course is done, and you see Mushroom Man leave and start heading toward the northern side of town. What do you all do?
Well, he's never up to any good. I'm going to follow after him.
Okay.
When have I ever done anything bad?
Ever since you went on my face as a spider.
That's fair. All right, that's fair.
Okay.
But I'll
Everyone
try and
else?
keep my distance.
All right. Is anyone else going to tag along?
Yeah, sure. Carl will kind of wander along.
I will go as well.
All right. Yorn is going to head back to the inn. Okay. I roar.
Yeah.
You are with. I'm sorry. Grawe, you weren't there. And he's not passing by the inn.
Well,
to
I was
get
just
to it.
waiting outside during their.
You were
little-
just you and Pyroar did not head back to the inn?
Mm-mm. Nope. I was just.
Okay.
From what I remember, I just waited outside and like took a nap.
Okay. Well, Yorn's heading back to the inn because I'm not going to RP him. Work out. Okay. You all head to Rom's office. Shit.
Oh no.
You guys popped in?
Mm-hmm.
We're loading.
Not yet. We're loading.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, yes, how may I help you?
Is he at his desk?
He is not.
All right. Well,
Can you not see him?
No, it's like
no,
dark.
I have no idea.
It's dark enough that we only have our vision cones.
Right. You should be able to see him.
No.
He was
He-
outside of his door for his bedroom. Is he not
I-
there for you all?
Not
No, I
for
don't
me,
see
but
him
I'm gonna
there.
reload.
I'll reload him back in.
Rom, I can't hear you. It's too dark in here.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah,
Crap.
now he's there. Now he's
All
there.
right, good.
All right, cool.
Yes. How may I help you?
I will walk up to Rom, will
Mm-hmm.
tear a page out of my journal and write to : monster hunters. The Cyclops was just north of Broskier. And I'll show that to Rom.
Okay. He says, "Do you want me to let them know?"
And I start nodding.
Okay, and you see him start waving his hands in an incantation, casting a spell, muttering your message under his breath. He waits a second, gets a response. That seems unlikely. Proskier's a few days' travel from Priapul, and they're north of it. And he's north of it, excuse me.
I hold up one finger and I take the journal. I cross out north and I write south. And then show it back to him.
With a huff, he resends the message. And they don't seem convinced. We'll find out soon enough.
And I do a little bow and leave.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, thanks for following me in here.
I guess I'm gonna leave.
Eh. I wanted to see him do mushroom things. I didn't realize it was delivering a message.
As
You never know with that guy.
As Sporkip and I are leaving at the door, I'm just gonna mutter to him like, "Why did you share that information? Don't we want the reward?"
Do you expect a response?
I expected a face. You're just staring at the door.
I'm staring at you.
Great.
So, it is relatively early night for all of you, you nocturnal creatures. What is it you'd like to do?
Well, the only mission we were really given was to find special creatures. Did we have anything in our handouts inside of the game?
So we can always check out Proskir.
Jobs. Yeah, we could go to Proskir. The weird
Because, out of character, Priya Pearl was looking for an alcohol shipment, or they didn't receive a shipment of alcohol from Proskir,
That's right.
and it had been 3 weeks since they were supposed to get it.
Well, I'm down to check that out. And I'm sure Yorn will be very happy when he returns after his day of resting.
Okay.
All right, well.
So you all...
Yeah,
you
since
all
that's out
going
of character, I'll turn to the group and just kind of say, you guys want to go figure out what the hell's happening with the alcohol in Proskir?
Nah,
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Did Shadow say no?
I think he said nods.
Oh, okay.
said Shadow nodded.
Oh, I thought you
In
said...
agreement. No.
I thought you said Shadow said nah.
Nah. That sounds like a stupid plan. I just want to go back and sleep.
Yeah, that fucking town.
Yeah, annoy Andy by refusing to do any of the quest hooks.
Cool, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, but then Shadow gets kidnapped in the middle of the night
Kinda.
by his brother.
We're not going to
And
talk about that.
okay,
We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, so for a little backstory for hold on.
I'm assuming this is all happening in character and
Yes.
discussing like Pyroar.
Yeah, so Shadow's just gonna look at Pyroar and go, my brother's kind of after me. It's a long story. We're just kind of hoping that we have a little time before we figure out what exactly we're gonna do about him.
Oh yeah, we're worried
Because
about
I
it.
am scared shitless. They don't care, but I'm scared.
It's more like he's worried about it.
I just said
Yeah.
that, Grawe. We are just reiterating statements at this point. Because clearly a kobold would be able to use that kind of high level of English. Anyway,
so I turn to Shadow. I look down at Shadow and I ask him, "So about your brother, where would you like my sword placed? I can go from head down to bottom, or up through the bottom through the top, because that's where it's gonna end up."
Shadow just looks at Samur and goes, well, whatever you try to do to him, he's going to do to you, but much more painful.
I don't think he knows or have seen what I have seen.
Shadow's just going to stare at you. Slowly just kind of blink. Unlike Carl, both eyes.
Mhm.
Because I know he tends to stare at people.
Yeah, one slowly close.
After resting for less than a day, acquiring a new member of your group, taking a short class, you all pack your things up, inform Yorn where you're headed. I would like someone to make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
Oh, hold on.
Yorn,
Charismatic.
less you all had actually went to Proskure, Yorn was the least kind to the idea of ever coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm missing the toolbar.
Who do your character
Well,
hate?
Okay.
yeah, because you don't have a character in this scene.
Was
Oh.
Yorn coming with us?
This is to decide whether or not he does.
Oh, okay. I'll do it.
There we go. Pop that sucker out. That makes.
You
life
said
so much
persuasion?
easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Persuasion.
Oh, I would have rolled that.
I will allow 2 rolls, so either Grawe can have advantage, or you can roll.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
I persuade
And-
with other means. I don't really use my words.
I
That's
mean,
not bad.
that'll work.
Yep, that's not bad. No. Oh.
Considering the alternatives, we'll take it.
So, he is incredibly adamant about not wanting to go. What incentive is there for him acquiring a curse? And now that Salvo knows, he has to defend himself. He has to find a way to barricade and protect himself.
Is he sitting at the inn drinking something right now?
He would be drinking from his own flask. The blood tonic that he makes.
Yeah, the weird crap that he always puts together.
Yep. Considering there is no alcohol in Elversol.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a dry town.
It is a dry city, yep.
Brother.
Well, I feel like the incentive is the same as Gerbo's is for everything.
I'll just shrug and say, well, stay if you want. All the alcohol is up there, and I guess you're not getting any if you don't come.
You get to make, since you're the one that said it, you get to make one more persuasion roll contested against his insight.
Big numbers.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Even if you got a 1, he would beat me.
He has to roll a 0 for you to tie.
Yep. You rolled poorly, but you rolled worse. He's actively against the idea.
All right, well, your loss. Have fun protecting yourself on your own.
Okay. So, Yorn stays behind.
So,
Right then.
because I naturally forgot about this, before we would have bedded down for our rest,
What are you doing?
Carl would have wandered out into about the middle of the town, about here-ish, and would have pointed the wand straight up into the air, and looked around excitedly to see if there was anyone out.
The moment that 1 comes out, I'm taking like a 15-foot berth.
Well, this is like, yeah, he would have walked like out clear into like there's nobody around or anything.
Okay.
Dead center of town, big old
Yeah.
free space. And considering most
Excitedly.
people are in bed at the moment, what is it you do with the wand?
He's going to fire it off straight up into the air,
All right, give it a roll.
as high up as he can aim it.
Okay, Keanu.
And did it not? Oh, I have to go onto the table.
The
don't
rollable
I?
table. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Inky Vinky, hope I don't lose a fingy. Oh boy.
So, as you point the wand straight in
And
the
everyone's sleeping, you say.
air,
Was.
a very familiar spell to a lot of you,
Oh, God, no.
goes off from the wand, and this cacophonous boom is heard. And it rattles a couple of buildings. But it's more of like a startle to anyone, and you see a couple windows open, and people peek out their windows and wondering what the hell's going on.
I was just gonna like look around excited. All right, time for bed, and just start walking back to the inn.
Okay.
To the end, I thought we were going to.
Right. No, this is since he was not
Oh, you
actively
were
trying to
alone.
convince
Okay.
him. He went to do
Yeah.
this relatively
I gotcha.
alone.
Sorry, I completely
Yep.
screwed up my own reference. All right.
Because this
Right.
was, I'm assuming we took a, we did
You
take a.
arrived. You arrived
Yeah.
during the day.
Okay.
You were introduced to Pyror. You
Yeah.
all bedded down, and then after waking up, you went to
Oh,
go
okay.
take your class.
Okay. Well, this works. I'm okay with having burnt a charge for the day ahead of time.
Last I remember also from the late last session, um, Sportcap was successful in one of the flute checks, right? The performance check.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I got above a
So-
17.
Your DC is now 16.
Yep.
All right.
Tis a new day, yes, I can try that, right?
No, it is not. The same day.
Right.
This is what I just got confused on.
Yep.
It's all right. So you all continue. You all pack your things up again. Not that you had really unpacked to begin with. Gather all your provisions together and start heading toward the northern exit. The guards open the gate for you, allow you out, and you continue upon north. Like Pyroar, do me a favor and roll a D100, please.
Ooh, he's the one deciding what.
D100?
Yep.
Yes.
So in the text chat,
Yeah.
type in /R space 1D100.
You could also click the dice icon on the top left.
50.
Okay, 50. The travel you all do throughout the night goes relatively without worry, without care. You all are trying to get accustomed to one another. Day breaks, and most of you who have been adverse to seeing the sunlight decide that this is the time you would try your best to find perch somewhere else and rest for the evening.
Yes.
Well, as we usually do, I'm going to start heading for the trees and
Okay.
make myself a little bed in the ground.
Okay.
Basically like a circle, just a hole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop up in the tree.
You haven't gotten to a tree.
I was
Okay.
gonna wander out into the road a bit before coming in. Once more, raise the wand into the air. I'm going to learn. I'm looking around to make sure no one's around him when he does this.
And with that, I'm going to cover myself with dirt and try to hide from whatever the fuck happens.
And once again, just aiming straight up into the air.
You should not be there.
Oh boy.
What was it now?
Okay. You don't know that. But for the next minute, you are vulnerable.
So, like, the wand goes off, he feels the magic go, and nothing happens.
You feel a weird tingle. But that's about it. And then a minute passes. The
Weird.
tingle goes away.
He just wanders over to where the group would be, and finds like some dirt and leaves by the like base of a tree, and will transform down into a. I'm trying to think what. I don't know, cup or something.
Wonderful.
Something
Cup?
small. Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
Let's go with like a beat up tin cup.
Okay.
And he'll just kind of bury himself in the debris, just like at the base of the tree.
Hey,
Sure.
Andy, it says I don't have permission to drag in that giant rat.
Do you have control of it?
No.
Okay. That's peculiar.
Oh, and ritual cast alarm, of course.
Huh. Monsters. I do not necessarily remember how to give you permissions for this.
It's on the level I get Skywrite as a spell. That'll be fun.
Sure. Do you all do anything during your rest?
I do my pipes.
I don't.
Nope.
Not.
So
Okay.
we're just not going to take watches then. Just hope the alarm works.
Yes.
Shadow will take the first watch.
I take second.
Carl will take third then.
Okay.
Gives him time to play with his toys.
Sorry, guys. I'm having some minor issues with this. Okay. I would like young Joe, Sportcat, please roll a performance check since you were going to
Cool.
be playing your pipes. Simultaneously, whoever's taking first watch, please roll a perception check.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You were really successful yesterday. It's slipping. You don't know why.
Uh-huh.
You have control of the rat now.
Yep, thank you.
Who is perceiving?
Shadow.
Yerp. Hold on, I just had it. There it is.
Is this in daylight, correct?
This is in daylight.
Okay. So perception would be what? Disadvantage?
Yep.
For me?
Mm-hmm. For
Okay.
anyone who has sunlight sensitivity. Shadow, you have sunlight sensitivity, do you not?
Yeah. Hold on. The thing was being slow, and by the time you had said it, I already clicked. So we'll do it one more and take the lower perception. Normal.
I mean, my animals are always awake. You don't really have to.
So 15.
There are some birds fluttering around. There are some minor small rodents that you see wary by your group, but nothing goes bump in the night for most of your group.
All right. And
There's a tin can leaning on a tree.
as I get to the end of my watch, I'll just kind of grab a little like piece of branch or something and throw it at Simura across the way for him to
Okay.
wake up.
You gonna be a dick? God.
Not a huge one, just a little one, enough just to
You-
take off your armor so
You
just
dropped
gotta
it on
notice.
me. Yeah, you
You're
tossed it.
across. Look, you were 2 trees away from me. I had to.
Yes, but it's so like accurate that it just kind of tings off of it, not even impacting it really that hard. Mr. Archer. Anyway,
Do you want an arrow?
do you want a Hellfire Orb? That's the
I
question. Go to sleep.
Shadow knocks out. He kind of just curls up on his branch that he's laying on.
God, I gotta love that. So disadvantage, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Where are you? Oh my god. I can never find this. Screw it. I'm just gonna go directly to my character sheet.
That would be best.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
Yep.
just double click on your icon.
Ugh.
In watching, you notice out in the distance something scurry across the bush, and it's running toward you. And it's fuzzy to see, but that's only because it's a squirrel. Your watch goes uninterrupted.
probably would have drawn my sword at that. At a squirrel, just so you know. Because I couldn't tell what it was.
All right.
And
You're
I
taking
guess
third.
who was third? Carl was third.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and Carl, you're on the ground, right?
Yes.
He is a tin flask.
He is a tin flask. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and with my sword because it was drawn at a squirrel in sheer stupidity. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the tin flask.
Okay. You hear more of a thud than a ting. But
Slowly you start to see eyes form on it. Like one, then another, and they're all just kind of like all over the flask. Then spider legs kind of slowly come out of it. And the flask shakes off the dirt and dust on it and leaves. And kind of like scuttles forward a bit. And he starts transforming back to normal.
mhm.
And it's your watch.
Go to bed then. Or do you sleep?
Not really, but I'm not awake either.
So like an elf then, you do the whole trance thing, meditate, just don't move for a while and do nothing kind of thing.
Yes.
I'll do that then. I got this. As he gets out his screwdriver and some other stuff, and as he's tinkering around and keeping watch here.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Hey, boys!
never gonna get one of those again.
Blackjack.
Right, yeah. So, during your watch, the sun is setting. It's getting around the time when you want to start making people move again. Nothing truly happens. You're incredibly aware of your surroundings. You notice the squirrel that has been circling your group. Probably because you all are kind of huddled around its tree and it wants to get home. That's what you perceive. Yeah.
Well, I would have had my long rest by this point, wouldn't I?
You would have had your long rest.
Oh, damn. Okay. I don't want to burn my cannon slot early just for this. No, I'll let the squirrel be.
Oh,
Just
okay.
kind of look at it and slowly transform into. Yeah, I'll use the hat of disguise and. I will become the largest squirrel. An oversized squirrel.
All right.
A Carl-sized squirrel.
Carl-sized squirrel.
And
He's had
just
one too many nuts in his day.
kind of just look at it and just kind of give it a shoo away motion as Carl goes and just starts sliding backwards up the tree.
All right. Cool.
And by the end of that, he'll, still in squirrel form, start poking people with sticks and throwing acorns at them from the top of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
At all of us.
Yes.
When I get woken up by one of them, I'm gonna throw a clump of dirt at you. Like a big clump with my tail.
Okay.
Pyro wakes up. He notices the squirrel running around in circles.
Mm-hmm.
I find out which tree its nest is in, and I take a piss on it.
If you could see a squirrel show defeat, you have. Cool. So you all continue to venture out through your day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I just need to figure out what cantrip I'm grabbing here.
All right. It is the beginning of night. I would like oh. I'll make this public. I would like some more. Can you roll a 1d100 for me?
I will absolutely not roll a 1d100 for. Yeah, I will definitely do so.
Okay.
Hold on.
Andy, while we're walking as well, I'm looking out for herbs and animals and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. Roll a
Because I'm
perception check.
walking closer to the edge of the road.
a thing.
Roll a perception check.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. You notice a lot of familiar vegetation to you. It's mainly things that you would see grow in the wild. Rosemary, thyme, mustard, things along those nature. Do you attempt to grab any of it?
Yeah, I'll attempt to grab a bit of it.
Okay. Where are you going to store it?
Backpack.
Okay. Make a survival check. See
Yep.
if you are able to harvest a sufficient amount, or because this is relatively new to you.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're looking to make something, season something, then for sure.
All right,
This
cool.
would be a sufficient amount to season a good dish, but just one.
All right.
All right. Continuing on your journey and going forward, I would say Sporecap notices a moonlit glint ahead in the road. If you don't mind putting yourselves a little further down, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Like to the south.
Well, hiya.
Ash.
Some more would notice it too.
yes. Yeah. Where is that glint? Oh no.
You see
Oh
a
no.
creature of some sort refracting the moonlight off in the distance.
Oh
What do you
boy.
do?
Oh no.
I
What is
move
it?
myself to the other side of the road.
And oh god, what do I do in that point? I'm gonna grab on the shadow, and I'm gonna say, just hopefully in a lower voice, say stop.
Okay.
As I see you guys being so wary, I'm gonna look back to you and just say, "What? What is it?"
Most of you start seeing
Oh, I didn't even
a faint
fucking roll.
moonlight. No.
No?
This isn't really role based.
Okay.
Because most of you start seeing a faint moonlight approaching you in the road as a creature starts moving forward. I would like you all to roll for initiative.
Oh god.
As soon as there's an active encounter. There we go.
Oh, was that it? Was that the only problem?
Not terrible. What's the only problem? What did I
This will
do?
be easy.
Oh yeah, sure will.
Oh, good lord. There's so many low rolls.
Yep.
Along with
But
Pyro
it got
Roar,
the
Sport
worst.
Dwarven
Captain
still goes
Shadow.
last.
But it got the worst.
Man, I picked the worst possible cantrip today.
Oh no.
Like, the other one I was going to pick would have been great for what I think the situation calls for.
Okay. So,
I have a few. I have a few that would serve that same purpose. Yeah, yeah.
with all that, let us start and commence combat. Pyroar, what are you doing?
Let's see. Can I see what the beast is?
Yeah. Do you want to take your action to do it?
Can I identify without using an action, or just am I guessing at what
Okay.
it
Hey,
is?
from what you can observe from this distance, without actually like trying to get a good detailed look at it,
Yeah.
you notice a metallic, covered, plated almost bovine creature heading your way. It has this fume seeping from it.
All right then. Let's see. I'll move closer to it.
Okay.
Move what? 40.
I think you can only move 30 feet, which would be right around there.
All right.
Okay.
And I really can't do anything else. Not range.
Not range, no. You can, because this is the first time you've actually partaken in our combat, if you feel that it's going to get closer to you and within your range to attack it, you can hold an attack action for when it gets close enough for you to hit it.
Oh, okay. So like Overwatch.
A little bit,
Yeah, pretty much.
but this would be the only thing that you'd be holding. If you have anything that you want to do with your bonus action,
Yeah.
then you can do that.
I'll just hold.
Okay.
Until it gets
Hold an
close to
attack action.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you end your turn on the combat tracker?
Where is that at?
The combat tracker is the second tab, right next to the text
Oh,
chat.
yeah.
Oh,
You can right click.
Yeah.
You can right click on that combat tracker and it'll pop it out.
Mm-hmm.
So you have it always visible.
Okay. Good. End turn. Okay.
Sport Cap. What are
Uh,
you? What are you doing?
I will move a bit closer and do one of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Toss out another fuzzy ball and like right in front of me.
There you go.
Find that good. And my bonus action, I'll turn over to my other two beasts and do a waving motion, like come over here.
Okay.
That's my go.
Shadow.
Whoa.
Let's add your dire wolf to the combat.
Ah, yes.
Big old boy.
Man.
There we go.
All right. What does Shadow want to do? Pyro, you planning on getting up in his face?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
That's
I'm gonna
what I'm
hold my
doing.
action. I'm gonna hold my action until Pyro gets in, and then I'm gonna fire off a bow shot.
Okay.
And my turn.
All right. You motioned it to move, so does it move?
It does.
Okay. Raw.
As Pyro moves up, I'm going to smirk at him and say, "What, you can't move fast enough?" And I'm going to kick off the ground and jump on him.
How far can you jump?
As much as my movement, unless we change it
Which
to
is?
30. My movement right now is 40.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I wouldn't be able to land on him.
No, you wouldn't.
So never mind. I will just run up next to him.
What, can't move fast enough, Grawe?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that because someone has no mouth. You know, I'll do the same as Pyroar. When I get up next to him, I'm going to look to him and say, "You better impress me."
Carl.
Gets what looks to him to be the toothpick out and starts daintily waving it in the air.
It's heavy.
Oh, it's heavy.
Heavy for
So
a tooth.
it's kind of like the whole hand. He's kind of waving it in the air.
You
And,
you need to click on the rollable table.
Yes, I know. I'm dropping that in the chat to register the use for the item, though. Oh boy! Since I'm going to be aiming at like the left side of the this creature,
Okay. That's where you
Um,
teleport?
willing to bet, yeah.
That's where you teleport.
Oh well, shit. Our readied actions are gonna be useless.
He's gonna teleport up to there, and he's like, "Ha, hi."
Good decision, Mark or Carl. Now bite him. What the hell is say Mark?
Yeah, where'd you get Mark from?
I have no idea.
So he's going to go 30 feet back and risk a.
Yeah, it will definitely take one.
Kyle's just like, nope, 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 nope.
It's going to try and gore you.
Even more interesting choice, Carl.
23 hit.
Hang on. Can I do a thing to make this not hurt so hard? No, I cannot. Because that only. Fuck, that put me to 21. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
Ho, ho, ho.
As
Um,
you try to run, it takes one of its plated covered horns and jabs you straight in the back and skewers you almost. You take 19 points of damage.
Alright.
That end your turn? Bonus
Yep.
action?
Well,
There's one
Yeah.
action to cast for the wand.
yeah, no, I don't have any bonus actions I can use at this point.
Alright. The direwolf.
It is gonna stay by me because I didn't order it to do anything.
Some more.
I am going to go ahead. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yep.
I need to do a little retroactive work right here. So before you actually continue, I'm going to need Grawe to make a D100
Oh.
roll.
Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be only one of those.
Okay.
There you go.
44, I believe that's the head?
What just happened?
Or the
no,
torso?
44 is the torso.
Torso. You have a scar on your torso, most likely a cold burn that you received from the ice breath that the Chimera had attacked you with.
On the torso. Okay.
Yes. This is something that I did not account for during our last session. I'm also, because I have to, I'm going to roll for... Yorn.
Lower
Because
leg.
Yorn took one as well. Now, sorry to interrupt combat like that, but some more. Please continue.
Oh, okay, well,
Thank you for holding through that, Carl.
thank you, God. I'm gonna go ahead and move up 25 feet.
Okay.
And should be within range. Let's see. What do I want to do? I am gonna go ahead. Screw it. I'm gonna use Hellfire Orb on the Gorgon
creature?
or whatever it is. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Does
no,
it say? Oh, it says Gorgon in there. Okay.
it does.
I don't know what the hell it is though in reality.
So, I believe we set it up correctly for you. Can you click it into chat?
I think so. Place measure template.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Where do
Yeah.
you
Oh, perfect. There it is.
right on him? So he's going to make a saving throw.
Yeah, he saves.
It saves. So, I believe it receives half damage. Is that correct?
Yep. Only half damage.
All right. So roll for damage.
Yeah. So 4.
Okay. It snuffs. It breathes heavily.
Of course.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and end turn.
All right. The giant badger, what is it doing?
Moving closer to me, so right about there. And that's it.
The Gorgon is going to move over here. Staying out of reach. And is going to breathe heavily in this area. I would like everyone who is highlighted to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, shoot.
Man, low numbers for me.
Yeah, you didn't even rage.
Oh, did you do a Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Click
you
on
can actually click on that
Constitution.
saving throw button.
Click on Constitution and then select saving throw, not ability check.
You can also have your token selected and click saving throw on the chat there.
That
It'll
you
do
can.
the same thing.
So,
I
Carl,
don't see it. Let me just click contributes.
oh, I see what you did. I'm just going
Yes.
to delete that for you.
Thank you.
Nope, no problem. Pyroar.
Yeah, I don't see it. Constitution.
Yeah, so here, what we can do is you can highlight your token. So click on your token real quick.
Yeah.
And then click the saving throw DC button in the chat. And it'll roll for you.
I don't see it in the chat.
For the Petrify breath,
Oh,
Gorgon's turn, Petrifying breath, saving throw DC 13 Constitution.
okay. Normal.
Yes,
Yeah.
normal.
Fuck.
Okay.
Hey.
Grawe, some more. This breath is noxious and intoxicating, and you all freeze and become completely restrained.
Hmm.
So, everyone else is fine. And that will end the Gorgon's turn.
Fucking A. Well, that ain't good.
Right.
I think it'd be
Pyro, it's your turn.
hilarious.
Okay, I will. Go up next to the Gorgon.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the 4 square box, top left. There you go.
And I will attack it.
Okay. Roll for attack.
After his minor proc.
Yes, it
I'll
will.
just click on my weapon, or
So yeah, if you go to inventory and then your attack weapon,
okay.
and you click the dice, it'll pop up in chat.
Andy, while he's taking his turn, can I ask you a question?
Sure. But hit
My-
the attack button on the in the chat.
There we go.
Why does my wild shape only have tarantula spiderling in it?
I don't know. Most likely it had to do with the update. I will fix a lot of it later. Just let me know if you're wild shaping into something. We'll just run with it for the session. An
Okay.
18 does not hit.
Does not hit. Damn.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
Shadow. You waited for Pyro to move into position. Roll for attack. A 25 would hit, but you are so far away, the short sword is ineffective.
Did I?
I know what you're trying to do. 25 hits, roll for damage. Sneak attack procs as well. 15 damage. Okay,
And
Sporcat.
turn.
Your turn.
All right. Well, for bonus action, I'm going to point at the Gorgon to draw the beast's attention over there. Draw my beast's attention to it.
The wolf.
All three.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
All right.
And I could get all of it, so that's perfect.
So this is when it starts its turn, right?
Yes,
Okay. Is that in your turn?
it does indeed.
All right. Shadow.
Alrighty, attack number 2.
A 13 does not hit. Although I have no idea why
Yeah, that's not
none
right.
of your bonuses.
That's not right. Oh,
Anyways, an 18 would not hit.
really?
Yep. So your attack hits the edge of its armored hide and tinks away.
I'll
So
mess with my stuff real quick while
please do.
combat continues. Let's see.
The giant rat
Indeed.
moves in.
And I can only assume so. Yes, it does. Thinking it's bite,
Roll for attack.
which it has advantage on because it has pack tactics.
That might be why.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
Wonderful.
Six damage. That's pretty freaking good.
For a rat, yeah, that's max.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is that end the rat's turn?
Yep.
Grawe.
Well, I am restrained, so my movement is 0. I can't
Absolutely.
hit him, so all I can do is the saving throw again.
Yes, that is correct. Roll a Constitution saving throw. DC
I'm gonna
13.
do a quick test roll if you don't mind.
Oh,
Oof.
Lord.
Nice
Well,
one.
that's the problem.
That is a problem.
We're going to get rid of that.
Donnie, you
Grawe.
fixed it.
For whatever reason, under my short bow, it was not
The
set to
dexterity modifier.
Yes.
Dexterity modifier wasn't being dragged in.
Yes.
Grawe, you incredibly arrogant getting into this. Coming in, you breathe in this noxious green fume. Your body seizes, and then you start seeing that some of your gray scales changing, becoming rock-like, and it starts to creep up, and you panic as it continues and continues. You are officially stone.
This is great.
You're
Right,
now petrified.
right before I turn completely to stone, all you hear me say is, "This isn't fair."
That was perfect karma. That is
I
so
call
funny.
bull, and then I turn to stone.
Oh, you call bull. I see what you did there.
Carl, it's your turn.
Oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem. I'm going to summon Carl Jr., the hovering goblinoid flamethrower cannon.
Still need to make a hardy.
Actually, no. Well, yeah, no, we're gonna go with flamethrower. That'll be the easier thing to do.
You're saying no to hardy.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna order it to basically that corner, and we're going to first. I need to take control of Carl. Flamethrower, baby.
Okay. Needs to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
DC 24?
Yeah, hang on. What's my spell save?
With a 13, it would fail on a 14.
Say my spell save for some reason is DC 24. I'm trying to let me look at the effects and find out why.
So I'm figuring the update that had happened screwed over a lot. So you guys in downtime and such, when you're not talking, need to make sure that all your character sheets are above board.
Okay.
But with a 13 on a DC 14, it would fail. Therefore, it takes all the damage of the flamethrower. Okay. That is your
Turn and bonus action for it.
okay.
With that, Carl will just kind of pat some more on the back and try not to turn to stone, buddy. I can't fix this.
I can't fix this either.
Hey, I fixed it. I had apparently 2 things affecting spell save DC.
All right. So you end your turn.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, the dire wolf is up.
The dire wolf will make its attack.
Okay, so it moves up.
Running up there.
Attack with
Also,
advantage.
indeed,
Die,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Man, these animals have the weirdest packs.
I don't judge. Wow.
7. It's slapping it. It's slapping it really hard, but the claws aren't trying to get. They're not able to get underneath the plating. Anything else?
Nope.
So restrained. You cannot move. You cannot perform any bonus actions. I would like you to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
And I'm
Whoa,
out.
there you go. Close.
All right. You see the panic in you is heart wrenching as you see Grawe turn to rock, and you find a force of will and you shake this fucking thing off. You expend all of your ability to not become stone. That ends your turn. Giant Badger.
Yes. Running up. Scurrying, rather, I guess.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Making its multi-attack.
All right, roll for attack.
Yep.
Plus 2.
2. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
And with the claws.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Wonderful.
Okay. You're starting to see some of the chinks in its armor show just a little bit more. It's not looking incredibly worried, but some vulnerabilities are starting to appear. The creature not liking being surrounded is going to not be able to get its breath back. But it's going to see the thing that... What is it going to do? Oh, okay. It's going to move. Okay. It's going to move 20 feet back. Provoke all opportunity attacks. And it needs to make his Constitution saving throw. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. It saved.
Gotcha. I'm doing all the animal attacks before the...
Roll for damage.
Right. Well, before the moonbeam, I'm doing all the opportunity attacks.
Okay, 18 misses.
Right.
Oh,
Those are
22 hits.
22. Okay. 4 damage. And the badger's doing a bite.
That'll hit. Roll for
Good.
damage.
Good. Another 8.
Okay. My damage.
And now I have to go back to Moonbeam. All right.
Just roll for pop it in the chat one more time. Oh, never mind. You're right.
4 damage.
4 damage. All right, cool. I have. All right. It's assessing the battlefield a little bit. It's going to go for a smaller target, but attempt to avoid the radiant beam of light that was cooking it. It's going to try to charge at you, Iroar, not thinking you're incredibly strong. So it's going to run up to you. I would like to make a gore attack.
yeah, because I'm gonna let you know now. We can see all your rolls.
I know.
Okay.
I've made them public. Does a 14 hit you? What is your AC?
16.
Armor class 16, so it misses. Okay. That is all of its turn.
For the win.
All right. I will attack it with my claws again.
Go for it. Roll for attack. 15 does not hit.
All right. Well, there goes
you
my
gonna-
turn.
Are you going to try to move away? Or are you going to do
I'll
anything for a
sit
bonus
here.
action?
I can't do anything for a bonus action.
Do you have any sort of abilities that you may be able to use? Features?
I mean, I can use action surge to give me another turn or another action.
Okay. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. So, you action surge. You have another action to use. This action you can use to disengage and try to move out of there. You can attempt to attack again.
Let's attack again.
Okay, roll for attack.
And
That'll hit. 24 hits.
I'll
all right.
hit.
Now what do I roll for damage?
You click the damage button.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be normal. Standard. That's pretty good. 13 damage.
Now I'm going to use a bonus action. Trip.
Okay.
What?
You unarmed strike, you may attempt to shove as a bonus action. It is a so this is a strength saving throw, correct?
Um,
Hang on. I gotta look this up, guys. Sorry.
yeah.
I like that move, Ian. I
You're
would
a
say something in
Battlemaster
character,
fighter.
but I mean, I'm a statue now.
You just stand there and look good.
I'm making that Godzilla pose that he makes at the end of the movies.
Sure. If the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone. How do we calculate your saving throw DC?
Mine?
It is 8 plus strength, or 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength or dex mod, your choice. So, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go to your spellbook page.
Yeah.
And then set your saving throw type to strength if you could.
Spell casting is strength.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what is the DC that it needs to make for the strength save?
15.
15. All right. Saving throw. Normal.
Oof.
It still stands.
Damn.
It was a good attempt, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is that end
there
your
goes my
turn?
turn. Yep.
All right. Sportcap, you're up.
Yes, and I will move just 10 feet up. And I will move my moonbeam onto the Gorgon again.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
That is my full action.
That is your full action? Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
You know what? I'll move. I'll move up here.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll do that.
Alright.
And,
So the moonbeam is on the Gorgon.
Yes.
Alright.
And yeah, that'll be my turn. That's good.
Shadow, you're up.
Alrighty then. There. Make sure I have a clear line of sight. I know I can shoot over people, but whatever. Shorts bow. Party ha. Ouch!
14. You are not. Some of these arrows that Brock sold you are duds.
I mean, I'm not using the silvered arrows.
Oh, well, then your arrows are duds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
they
Brock
are?
arrows
Then I
might
am
not be
using the
done.
silvered arrows.
Anywho, the attack misses.
Gotcha.
Giant rat.
Will once again run up, take its bite with
Mhm.
advantage.
A 19 hits.
Oh, good.
Wait, where did the +2 come from?
Well, it's 2 for 3 people surrounding it, right?
Nope, because one of them's stone. So 17 does not hit.
Gotcha. My mistake.
It's alright. Attempts to bite, misses. Grawe,
I
you're a rock.
stand there as a rock.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything
Oh.
I can do.
Not as stone.
Yep.
Not particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, Carl.
Yeah, I'm determining the best course of action here. Obviously, the alright, servant's still close enough to me. It's gonna move up and fuck. Yes.
Okay.
Launch its flamethrower at it. Hey, that's a decent roll for once.
That's a failed save. Good
Yay.
damage. You, after lighting it aflame, you are starting to see some blood trickle.
Oh, this thing actually has blood. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be within 30 feet to make this work. I am within 30 feet to make it work. Um, so I pick the 5-foot square patch of dirt in this corner of the beast, and you see Carl get out the shovel that he's assembled hastily over the course of his watch in the morning, and he's got the screwdriver jammed into it, where you would normally where you normally have a bolt going through the handle to secure it to the the metal piece of the handle to the actual wood. He has the screwdriver just kind of jammed through it, and he kind of picks it up by the screwdriver and aims the thing and fires off a mold earth spell targeting this square, and it basically will kind of collapse the ground a bit so that it becomes difficult terrain.
All right.
Interesting move.
Well, with the moonbeams on top of this thing,
No, I
forcing
like
it to burn. Yes. And with that, Carl will end his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the dire wolf.
Oh my god, you guys could just surround the thing.
Very well could.
That's what I planned.
And as
22
Carl
hits.
Good.
as Carl is doing this, I'm Grawe now.
Andy is.
That
Oh,
was a strength save.
wonderful. Even better.
So it gets knocked prone. It takes damage. Okay. What was your question?
Huh?
You were going to ask a question. You said, Andy, if
Ah, yeah, I was going to say the strength roll, but you were one step ahead.
got ahead. All right. Some more. You're up. You see it kind of crumple down to its knees.
Oh, good. Excellent. Well.
Could
Let's
be a
see,
good
Mom.
time for smite.
Yeah, would be. Would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, why not? Move up to there.
Will it have enough movement to get out of the moonbeam?
Don't know. But we'll go ahead and see, what do I have equipped? Yes, I do have Thunderous Smite though. And that is a bonus action. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yep. Come on.
So you're
It is
casting Thunderous Smite onto your sword.
Yes. But
As
I
a bonus
don't.
action.
Yep. If I can, like, do it. It's not working for me. Hold on.
Spellbook. First level
Yeah.
spells. Thunderous
Yeah.
Smite. Just click on it. Cast
I-
spell.
I did.
Alright. It's done. It's on.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Alright, roll for attack.
Yep.
This is a +5 to hit. As you have, or no, +2. Sorry, it is a larger creature than you. +2 to hit. An 18 does not hit.
Boo!
Okay, is that
Now,
end your
if it
turn?
misses, doesn't that not count as an actual use of smite?
Correct.
No,
The sword
yeah.
is still imbued with that kind of energy.
Ah, okay, so the next time it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Oh, does the
Then-
+2? Hold on. Does the +2 automatically get tacked on, or do we have to
No,
add
this
that?
is a situational bonus.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm
Hey,
saying. During the situational roll.
Well, he has advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, because he's knocked down.
That too.
Yeah, it's prone.
So then there would be no +2. Roll for attack one more time.
Okay.
There would be no +2 because it's a
Big
It's an
numbers! Awesome.
No.
no, an
No.
18 does not hit. All right, it is proned.
It is prone in turn.
You went for an attack. Not really effective. Giant badger.
Uh-huh. With its multi-attack.
Critical?
Oh,
That's
Sure.
two in a row. This badger is nailing it. This is why I love the badgers more than any other animal.
not quite.
16 does not hit.
No.
Okay, is that in the giant badger's turn?
Yep.
All right. It is going to spend half of its movement to stand up. It is going to charge through this area. 1, 2, 3. Staying within range of some more. It kind of shoved through Grawe because Grawe is no longer a
I'm a wall.
mobile creature. He is more of an object right now. Grawe, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. See if anything breaks off.
Oh God. Okay.
Grawe topples over. Grawe's on the ground. Grawe's still one piece of stone.
I thought you were gonna make that a Dr. Seuss rhyme.
He is going to make the Constitution saving throw in order to try to not take damage from the moonbeam. 13 saves, so it takes half damage.
Now,
Yep.
wouldn't that was not a disengage, was it?
No, so there will be
Oh,
attack rolls.
Jesus.
Everyone except Samur.
And me.
So
More
4
damage.
damage.
4 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Does the cannon have its own normal attack, or is it only the specials?
Only
a cannon.
spell.
Oh, it's
It
just
only
a
has the
cannon.
spell.
All right.
So, Pyroar, please make an attack roll.
Okay. With my claws?
With your claws.
Mhm.
Alright.
Unless you want to attempt to bite him.
Nah.
Might break your teeth on that armor.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That is a miss. The rat, badger, and direwolf all need to make attack rolls.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
I think everyone got like a bad night's rest.
Shit.
Okay. Direwolf.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Uh-huh. Gotta make another strength saving throw. All right.
That's a success. It
Yep.
takes 12
12.
damage. That's pretty significant.
Is a 20 hit?
20 does. Roll for damage. All right.
5.
I'm speechless. How does the rat want to do this?
Yes.
That was exactly enough.
Oh,
So
thank God.
it charges out of its space. It charges out of space, knocks Grawe over. Every attack subsequently tries to hit and barely misses on a couple. And the rat is what kind of does what?
Bite its balls off.
The rat hangs onto its tail as it's running away
Okay.
and bites it enough to where it keels over from blood loss.
All right.
What a bite.
I'm speechless. Jesus, man. Oh, and it got the breath back too. Oh,
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like I saw the success, and I'm like, oh no. Not this again.
Okay.
But
I can't believe a rat beat that. It's fucking crazy.
Turns out the animals cleaned house the entire fight.
Yeah. What the hell?
so, well, since combat is over, I'm gonna go over to Grawe and put him back up on his feet.
Make a strength check.
I'm gonna
I
try
am
to at
10
least-
times heavier.
Oh, he is.
I'm gonna jump
Shoot.
on Grawe.
You're gonna jump on Grawe.
Yeah.
Make a
Oh, no.
dexterity check.
Hold on.
Dexterity.
Yep. So on your character sheet,
Yeah.
click dexterity.
Oof.
Cool. Grawe, make a Constitution saving throw.
Did he even land on me?
Yeah, he did. It was how delicately is he landing on you.
Oh, god damn it. You're
I-
gonna break me.
A toe falls off of
You
Grawe.
fucker.
Oh, son of a
So
bitch.
Carl's just gonna kind of look at this.
And you,
and he's-
so hang on. Sorry, you jump onto Grawe a little forcefully. A toe legitimately snaps off, and then with that, your paw slips and you tumble over and fall onto the ground prone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up because I was about to roll, and
You're-
seeing him do all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick up Grawe.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh baby.
Hey.
He's not moving.
He ain't moving. Oh no!
Carl is at least going to get like the chunks of toe that popped off, put it up next to where it should go, and use his shovel to mold it back in to where it should be.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
he's stone,
thank you.
so mold earth applies.
Yep.
All right, well then I did not lose a pinky toe.
Someone's
he's-
watched Dr. Stone.
Kind of gonna look at it a bit and, you know, I can make improvements.
Andy, did I lose any of my arrows on that?
Yeah, you every single one of them that you missed is a loss.
Took 2.
Mhm.
So Carl, can you graft a cannon to his chest?
If it was made of stone.
We need to work on that.
He's kind of looking at Grawe and. Nah.
I'm gonna walk up to Carl.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try and reach inside his mouth.
Oh.
You let him?
I'm gonna just kind of like absent-mindedly be thinking about it, and as he goes to start reaching in his mouth, Carl's just gonna kind of like look at him and kind of like give him a shrug and like, huh? Huh.
Now that his mouth's open and my hand's in there, I'm gonna pull out the that harvesting kit.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to reach into the bag of holding and find it.
Roll an intelligence check.
Sure.
I'm willing to bet that's not the bag of holding you're grabbing.
Don't like that.
So wait, John or Carl, were you just putting the pinky, the toe back on normally?
Yeah, he just put
Okay.
it back on
All right,
normal.
cool.
I was thinking of trying what would be funny to write onto you and have it be a permanent part of you once you get restored. But I couldn't think of anything funny that would be suitable.
Well, I think I'm gonna
Karma.
be stoned for a while, so you got time to think.
I was
You
gonna say karma sucks.
you effectively grab the bag of holding, and I would say with that as well, you know how a bag of holding operates. You reach in, think of the harvester's kit, and you pull it out.
And I seem to remember Shadow vocalizing that he would be the one to utilize it best. So I'm going to walk over to Shadow with the harvester's kit. I'm going to point at the dead thing.
And I'm just gonna walk over and start pointing around at parts, like kind of figuring out what he wants. Point at the horn,
So, Shadow, if you
Yes.
don't mind,
maybe.
I would like you to roll a nature check.
Yay!
Wait. I'm sorry. So,
I guess if I'm directing him, would I be the one doing it? Or
hang
No,
on.
'cause I'm actually the one doing it.
No, this is appraisal. This is the appraisal. So, I will let either one of you decide to roll the nature check,
Or cap.
but this is to decide what can you harvest from it.
gotcha.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it in the book. Control.
Figured, hey, we bought this kit for a reason. We took the class.
Okay. Right. So with the nature check that you rolled successfully, might I add, you realize that there's quite a bit you can attempt to harvest from a gorgon. There are there's oils that you can harvest. There's a gas sac that's potential. You can try to claim the hooves. You can try to claim the horns, and you can try to attempt to remove some of the plate that is covering the body.
How much will you allow us to take for this? Like, would you allow us to completely strip the thing, like of all the quote unquote useful stuff?
Guessing it would
For
depend on the
each-
roll.
Each thing would require a different roll.
So
Gotcha.
do you want to just go down the list?
Sure.
And I'm guessing I'm making the roll since I'm actually the one harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what roll is it? Nature?
No, this would
Sleight of
be.
hand?
1 second. Give me a moment. I'm learning this along with you. Okay.
I'm
Performance.
just trying to be an asshole.
I understand.
Because I love
All right. So.
Uh, This is
shit.
fantastic. This Sox game, though.
I would say that this is a kit that you now have proficiency in, considering you took the class. This is a kit you are proficient with,
Okay.
and it is a dexterity-based proficiency
Yeah.
that you are attempting to harvest. So the check is a dexterity check plus your proficiency modifier.
So Dex +2. Okay. Do we want to mark down? Here, give me just one moment here.
What are you looking to harvest first? Because
I'm
each
gonna-
thing
I'm
has
gonna make a
different
list.
difficulties.
Okay, so you said oils.
There are oils that you can harvest from it. There's the gas
sack.
sack that you saw it breathe out.
Yes.
You can harvest hooves.
Hooves.
You can harvest the horns, and you can harvest some of the plate.
Horns and plate. Okay, does anybody want to assist me with any of these?
My dex is not the greatest.
Assistance would give him advantage, but since you've done the appraisal, I would say that you're opting out of this part.
Carl can assist him with it.
All right.
This one is for the oils.
Okay. Roll.
Oh!
You sufficiently grab 5 vials of Gorgon oil.
Okay, I'm writing these down so we can split it off after.
Mhm.
Okay, now we have the
I'm-
gas. Oh, go ahead.
I'm assuming you're just handing like all the stuff you're gathering to Carl for him to shove in his bag.
Pretty much.
This is going into the bag of colding that is provided with the anything that is deterioratable that deteriorates would go in the bag of
Okay.
colding that is provided with the harvester's kit.
Okay, gas sack is next. Anybody want to assist me with that one?
Carl's gonna, if he can, will assist you with all this stuff.
So just roll advantage on him?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, you will if he assists you.
Oof, that gas sack's not coming out.
The gas sack is ruptured. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. It's a check. I need to save. Constitution. Straight. Nice!
God damn.
You saw what happened, and you're immediately like, oh, as you breathe out and hold whatever little bit of breath you can until it fully dissipates as you scurry away.
Solid. So gas sack is a no-go. So ruptured. Alright, hooves next.
Mm-hmm.
Dex. That's a +2. Advantage. That should hopefully work.
You harvest 4 hooves.
Alright. Now we have the horns.
You were too confident with the hooves. You have these are not usable. And in trying to separate it, you realize that there's some sort of, while it's plated, it is a monstrosity that is, there's something living on the inside,
Yeah.
and you've destroyed whatever was on the inside,
Okay, so
the core of it. So it's not
horns are
usable.
out, and lastly, some of the plates.
Yep.
To advantage.
Hey,
All right. So you harvest large hulking plates of this Gorgon's shielding. The vials weigh out a total of a pound. The
Total
hooves,
for all of them?
yeah, all 5 total out to a pound. You harvest the hooves that weigh a total of 25 pounds, and
Okay.
the plates are 60 pounds apiece. Well, you only harvest one full good plate,
Okay.
and it's 60 pounds.
One large clean plate at 60 pounds. Carl, do you want me to send you all this?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to make another thing for the bag of colding.
I'll just send it to you in a message real quick.
Yeah, that works.
Right.
Now we have to figure out what to do with Grawe.
Hmm.
We could bury him and come back for him.
On the upside, we're only a day out of town.
It is true.
Raw thinks that as you all are around him.
Am I aware of my surroundings? I should be completely stoned, like just out, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
You're stoned
There
out of your
is-
mind.
So, to the best of my ability and knowledge, because there's potential for you to be restored. Actually, all of you roll a medicine check to see whether or not he is now just fully rock or can be restored.
Okay.
Awesome.
Where the hell is-
Great start.
Well, he's dead. Let's go.
I don't think I've ever seen so many more 11s. Pyroar?
There you go.
Why were you out of everyone else? A non-spellcaster. You've seen this happen. Not necessarily by this creature before, but you've seen someone turn to stone in your
Oh, yeah.
past.
I have.
And you've seen someone be recovered from this. It's not easily done. Requires a very powerful magic.
Rob. we
I
need
don't think-
you.
Okay, I'm going to dig a hole,
Okay?
and then I'm gonna push Grawe into it.
Okay. I would like you to make a strength check.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah, Graw doesn't move.
Damn.
Even when I had a 20, I couldn't move him.
You might need to work together. I say,
Joe,
Yeah.
what is Joe? What is your current weight when you're stoned?
What is my weight now?
That was for
You'll-
you to
you need to look.
to actually come up with.
Hold on.
You are a big boy covered in plate.
How much does a crocodile weigh?
Oh,
Few 100 pounds.
Yeah.
It says a boulette when they're fully grown is 1,200 pounds. So
So
Sweet
you
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'd be. I'll
so
say
you are 1,200 pounds right now.
I thought I was still pretty little. Big, like normal boulettes are large.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Because of me being stoned. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
so as a stone, you are 1,200
yeah,
pounds.
gotcha.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it
Because
says that I'm
technically
tenfold.
going up in that kind of scale, right?
Yeah.
Becoming a medium to large creature and trying to encompass that space and be that dense, you would theoretically go up 8 times your own weight. Two times wide, 2 times thick, 2 times tall.
Well, if you want to,
Two cubic is 8.
if you want to follow the rules of petrification, I should be tenfold heavier.
Oh, then you are 1,500
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
1,500 pounds. He is incredibly heavy. It was somewhat of a feat that the Gorgon kind of just shoved it over. But he's not moving.
Well, the direwolf's about the size of the Gorgon.
About the size, nowhere near the weight
Oh yeah, of course.
or strength.
now I'm really wishing that
Yeah, it's a shame that the person trying to persuade Yorn Grawe didn't bring the person that had any sort of restoration.
That's not my fault. Yorn pussied out.
I do I have any I do. I have I don't have that kind of restoration though.
You have spare the dying.
I have spare the dying. I have
I suggest we take a long rest here, so I can change a few spells. I can help.
But I have nothing that can cure this. I lay on hands will I bet won't even work. I can try,
Well,
but
out of character, I can't cure this either, but I can make it so we can carry him.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can totally do that too.
I don't know if I can do anything like that.
I just don't have that spell right now.
Right.
Actually, I
we-
can't do that
we
at
need-
all this time.
We need to get him back or bury him. But and then hide the body.
That's what I tried to do.
So, Carl's going to turn into a freaky standing version of Grawe, but smaller, and go,
Mhm.
I'm a Grawe now. As he starts using mold earth to 10 feet at a time dig a hole into the road and go underground.
Okay.
What was the point of that?
Nothing.
No idea.
So can we pick him up and take him with us? I don't know if we can.
And he will come back. This might work. And will 5 feet of dirt at a time. Oh no. So does Grawe fit within the 5-foot radius?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Well, this is gonna be hilarious.
He's a bit longer than it, but when curled about, he can
Mm-hmm.
encompass the space that he needs to.
Carl will 5 feet at a time use mold earth to slide Grawe.
Down
Every
into
6
the
seconds.
hole.
No, he can just slide him along the ground.
Oh.
Because mold earth is a beautiful spell, and if he's stone, then this technically works. I mean, he technically excavates it, but he moves it and deposits it up to 5 feet away. So would I then be able to use that to move Grawe 5 feet at a time?
Does it say that you were able to move an object on
Look at me.
the move an
Really?
object on
You're not gonna look at me?
the earth that you're
Hey,
transforming?
buddy.
Well, because he's stone, so I'd be targeting him.
So you're attempting to unshape him and reshape him.
I'm just attempting to move him.
Okay.
As long as he fits within the 5-foot cube, I would just slide him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let this go.
I can only do it 5 feet at a time, and I only have the
Right.
spell for 8 hours. So it's going to be a very long 8 hours.
Going to be a very long 8 hour. You can do it 10 times in a minute. So, right? 10 times in a minute. So, a total of 100 times every 10 minutes, 600 times every hour. 8 times 6 is 48. 4,800 times for the next 8 hours.
So 4,800 times 5.
Not incredibly far.
No, I'll say we can.
You move him a couple of miles.
Yeah. How far out of the city were we?
You were a day and a half's journey outside, so about 30 miles. No, I'm sorry. That would push you more close to 40 miles. Yeah. You're about
And,
40
on top
miles
of
outside
that-
of town.
Yeah. Well, I will move him as far back to town as we can, assuming this is how we're going to do things.
Okay.
And
So, with that being said, we will expedite things a little bit. In that, I would like Shadow to roll a D100, please.
Oh, Jesus.
Another Gorgon.
once we kind of
Another
Gorgon times
Gorgon.
2.
Where's its wife?
So,
Mrs. Gorgon.
I will say for the next week, things go by incredibly uneventfully. You suffer shit.
well,
You're not necessarily you're having to recover this every 8 hours. You're trying to do it at a pace that is sufficient. You are incredibly strained. Arriving to Elversalt, you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
so here's the other thing I was going to ask is, Sporecap, what can you do to help the situation go along faster after that first day of me moving Grawe?
See, I was just going to change spells so I could reduce him to make him, instead of 1,500 pounds, like 180 something.
Okay.
And then
we
I was
throw him at
and then
the-
I was going to enhance ability on like Samur so he can carry double his weight.
Oh, well,
Maybe
we can
you
do one
could
better.
carry
We
him.
can make him 100 pounds, and then we can. Because how small would he be when we reduce him?
When you reduce an object which he's medium, he becomes small.
Oh, I couldn't do enhance ability. I can just reduce him.
Okay. So you would reduce him from 1,500 pounds roughly to 200. Just
Yeah.
under.
It was like 187, I think, because it's an
Right.
eighth of his current.
Okay. So you reduce him to 187 pounds. You. How long does that last?
It is concentration,
Mm-hmm.
but up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Start running.
So, effectively, what happens during the first attempt at trying this is you see Graw's form shift to something that is way smaller, incredibly dense. Samur and Pyror attempt to lift it up and carry it. They get approximately a football field's distance before it expands out and becomes this 1,500-pound thing again. Grawe, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw,
You
please.
fuckers!
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Graw's okay. He's dug about a foot into the ground.
Man, you're gonna hate me when I chop off your hand in 5 seconds.
Hey,
I
man,
mean, that
you
was the
could
other thought
actually...
that I had as Carl.
you
I
could-
could,
yeah.
use mold earth to cut him up into pieces.
Yeah.
But so, and this is kind of unfortunately a bit of meta because the way the petrified condition works and knowing about it, you only have resistance to damage.
Yeah.
So what happens if a petrified creature falls to 0 HP?
They die.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, maybe don't cut me up.
Yeah, so if you dismember him, he will die.
Good, good,
Great,
good.
this is like...
Even if you dismember, then reassemble,
Creature
the
would have to make,
essence,
yeah.
the essence
Okay.
would die.
That makes sense.
Great.
That does make sense.
Like if you were to separate an arm, I would be like, okay, they take some serious damage and then wounds on top of that. And even if it were to be reattached later, that's
I'd have a clear scar.
yeah, definitely a scar at the
What
very
about the
least.
toe?
I could help Carl in addition by continuing to cast Thorn Whip to pull him 10 feet closer to me. I just have to be walking backwards.
All right.
Can you do that to a creature that's treated as larger or a size larger?
It just says large or smaller.
I'm sorry, medium.
Yeah,
Because he's a
so-
medium creature or medium.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, I
Well,
can do
we-
that.
We could shrink him. I bury him, and we just get on our way.
I mean, he's gonna expand in the dirt. I can use mold earth to bury him.
Yeah.
Just dig a hole underneath him and just bury him.
So we can bury him, do what we want to do at Pre-Pearl or Proscure, and then come back and get him. Or we can take this super slow plodding walk all the way back to Elversalt and hopefully get him fixed. We don't even know if we can fix him.
This
Fix him.
this is almost better than going all the way to Proscure and seeing what's going on there.
I don't know,
Wouldn't
man. You
we-
live in the dirt. It's probably better for you.
Shouldn't part of us split off, head back, and probably grab a... Well, we would still have to lift him into a wagon. We can move him with a wagon, but we can't. We would need to get him into the wagon. Oh, we can. We can if we shrink him down.
Yeah, we shrink him down, we load him into the wagon.
Wagon
And hope
and...
the wagon can survive.
So do you? So we want someone to go back then and get a wagon.
and a horse.
Well, can we send a message to
horses?
someone to go back or to help us and be like
I
meet
can
us
go
partway?
back. I should probably faster for me to go.
Don't we have
Didn't-
means of sending messages?
Didn't someone
I can-
send a message earlier?
Yeah, I could send a message. Yeah. If not, I can always like ride the direwolf and have the direwolf sprint.
this is-
great.
That's really fast.
Fibro is as quick.
Ah, gotcha.
So is Grawe on 4 feet? All 4 feet?
I mean, with the Mold Earth spell, most likely he's been moved to upright. But knowing Grawe, probably not.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
actually
sorry,
like
knowing
feet-
Carl, probably
Oh,
not.
no. He's like feet straight up into the air on his back. He's
Went
just
for the
sliding him on his
opportunity of
back
just
the entire
like
time.
slip and slide esque. Like if Grawe were doing a slip and slide.
Well,
Oh, what is it that you're doing?
I'm not doing anything. I was just wondering what orientation he was in.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to look at Grawe, and whereabouts was the mark of Elversalt made on him?
It would have been on his chest underneath his front right arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because on his front
Uh.
left, just underneath that, is where the tattoo is placed.
Well, if we're gonna be hanging out here for a hot second and waiting around, Carl will carefully use Mold Earth to take and change that scarred version of it into a proper one.
Can you describe what you mean? I'm a little confused.
So his was the mark made on him was more like a scar, wasn't it?
All of you have been branded in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So it's more, instead of being like a clean tattoo looking logo, it's more like a scar
Sure.
or a brand.
Mm-hmm.
Carl will alter that to make it look like a clean logo.
Rather than a brand.
Yes.
Okay.
He'll clean up the appearance of it.
Make an Arcana check.
Worst comes to worst, if he really fucks this up, it's instead going to say Carl was here.
Oh,
You attempt to mold Earth on this spot in particular and reshape it in the way that you want it to, but it's resistant to it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Were these magical in nature?
you were right, John.
Your assumption is because it's resistant to it, yes.
So, that slightly changes thing. That brand didn't turn to stone.
It is
I mean,
visible. It is stone. It is part of the stone.
Okay. Because, like, the same thing would have happened to his tattoo, where technically it would be a part of him, it would still kind of be stone, but the tattoo ink would still be, like, actually, like, nice and visible.
Present. Faint, but present.
Interesting. Carl's just kind of scratches his head. Well, I wanted to make it look nice. If I could make it glow, that'd be good. Well, are we waiting here, or are we gonna bury him and keep moving?
I will bury him and move on.
Well, with that, Carl will start molding earth underneath Grawe and bury him, and we can start making our way back to the city. And
I mean, we can take him off to the side of the road.
middle of the road.
All right, fair enough.
Are any of you, just for shits and giggles and/or being able to find him again, are any of you going to place a little post down saying Grawe was here?
This is why I suggested we do it on the other side.
Well, what do I have that would let me do something like that?
You have magical tinkering. You could make the sign actually say Grawe was here.
Oh yes. Oh no, I could do it worse than that. Yes, absolutely. I will do that. So, let's see what we have in the bag of holding here. Oh, I have some wooden stakes, hammer.
Is the pit still open where Grawe was, or did that completely seal over?
The pit? What pit? The pit that Carl dug out?
Yeah.
I believe it only lasts for a certain amount of time, so it would have been.
The instantaneous effects are just that's what it does.
So then, yeah, the pit is still there. No, the pit would have been way back. You guys have actively pulled him a little ways toward the city, but realizing how far you're able to get and how long it's actually taking and what strain it's putting you under, you guys have sussed out that it's not likely to be able to get him back into town in any sort of effective manner. So with that being said, the pit is to your north.
Okay.
Would I have been able to make a rudimentary kind of signpost to stick on the side of the road?
Here, I can do you one better.
Yes.
I'm going to dig like
Everyone there, the weapons they have, surely trees surrounding you all.
Okay.
Can I dig like a foot down just above where Grawe is?
I assume you can.
Dig like just a small little hole.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to drop a single gold coin in there, and then
Okay.
cover it back up.
All right.
As Carl is like pounding this sign into the ground with a screwdriver on the side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
he starts looking over. I don't know what good that's gonna do. This'll be better. And starts carving into it with the screwdriver, and you see the magical text of basically it starts appearing that mentioning that our dearest friend is buried in the road, is buried near here.
No
Please,
touchy.
if you find a large stone creature, do not dig it up. Thank you
It's not like they
sincerely,
can move it.
the management. And he also enchants
Management.
it with magical tinkering, a audio version of Grawe's in the middle of the road, you goddamn idiot. Don't dig him up.
All right.
And yeah. And it will activate when people touch it. So like the text will be there permanently,
Sure.
but the actual recorded message has to be
Physically interacted with.
yes.
Okay. So, with all that being said, Grawe, you are buried into the ground.
Perfect.
A coin has been buried next to you, nowhere near as deep, and a signpost has been put on the side of the road.
Great.
Yeah. With that, Grawe, I'm gonna let you roam around with the party, but you are technically no longer there.
Right.
That way, we have some sort of visual recording.
Right.
Oh, I apparently screwed this up. So the signpost will have the visual effect.
Okay.
There will be like a I guess like a rock or something, a large rock set next to it that will have the audio effect.
Because one thing can't have two of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
get
then
it.
there will be another large rock that will shed a bright light in a 5-foot radius, and then dim light for an additional 5 feet, set next to the signpost.
Very cool. All right.
And Carl
So-
gets up and wipes his hands off. There! That's how you make sure we find him again. And wanders off.
In
Looks at
all the
mushroom.
time it's taken, your little cannon would have
Oh, long gone.
broken down.
Yeah, if I could delete it, I would have.
It is approaching much closer to when you guys would normally bunk down. You probably have another hour or so worth of travel in you. After trying to suss out how to move him, trying to get him to move a little bit, utilizing some of the abilities you have, harvesting what you could from the Gorgon creature. You have probably about another hour's worth of journey, and I assume you continue to move forward.
Yeah.
You're
Okay. In doing so, you all take your rest. You
Mhm.
all provide Overwatch for an evening's night. I would like one of you just to roll.
Carl will wander out into the middle of the road once again and aim straight up with the wand. And comes back with a long beard of feathers. And just heads down.
What a weird spell.
Yeah, I love that. But I would just like one of you to roll a perception check throughout the night.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
The night going into day is still at some point during your watch, all three of your creatures would have vanished, popped from existence at some point.
Did I see anything noteworthy during my watch? Like animals, any like flowers in the immediate vicinity or anything?
No, nothing that you haven't seen before. Nothing that stands out as exceptionally unique.
All right.
You realize that this area is a bit more flourishing, alive, and habitable than the place you were recently at outside of Easting.
Oh, most definitely.
As a matter of fact, with a 20, you notice that on a tree that you're sitting near, there is some moss that is growing and some small little mushrooms are peeking through.
Yes, I investigate the mushrooms.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
All right. More of a, in a sense of, have I seen these before, or do I know what these are?
That's kinda. They don't look familiar to you in the sense that mushrooms you are familiar with growing up. They are more likely akin to the area you're in. Possibly something that would be harvested for food.
Yeah, I'll take a sample of them.
Okay. All right. And with that, you all get your long rest.
Mhm.
The day has burned through pretty well. For most of you who have kept watch and or been vigilant on the road, you don't see any traffic. It's a little awkward not seeing any traffic as the times at which you travel, you are traveling at night, so when most people sleep or bed down. But there's no one actually traveling on the times at which you are bedding yourself during the day. It's not as much of a eerie feeling as it was when you guys were trying to hunt down zombies, but it's noticeable the vacancy of human life. To some of you, it brings some sort of happiness. But as you continue on, I will use the 20 that Shadow rolled for what would have been the travel down to Elversalt as the next day's journey. This next day, no no real worries. You all make it through. You bed down again. You're observant. These patterns continue to be the same. You're starting to see some familiarity on the road in the lands in which you had seen the it had to be a few weeks ago for most of you, but when you had saw the scout along the side of the road outside of Elversalt. Or sorry, not Elversalt, Proskier. God, I am blanking. But with one more final push, I would say that you all arrived to Proskier at the tail end of a day. It's approaching dusk. It's not that yet. You were saying?
Approaching dawn, you mean?
Yeah, dawn. My bad.
No worries.
You guys are awkward. It upsets me.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't know what you're
still,
talking about.
I'm still looking out for stuff I
We're
can
just
grab.
listening to your wonderful, tantalizing voice.
Oh, it's glorious. Thank you.
I know.
I feel loved.
I mean, I'm telling you, if neither of us get married, I'm wifing you.
Ooh.
Continuing on.
Okay, let's move on from that point. I never want to hear from Donnie again.
That is recorded forever.
I don't care.
All right.
Let the whole world know.
Ooh.
Look,
Wait, I'm
sound
sorry.
clip
Did
it.
we go forward to Proskier? I thought we were going back to Eversoul.
Yeah,
No,
same here.
what? I'm sorry. I thought you all were heading. My bad.
I was following the party.
So we
When-
need to retroactively edit
when you
a
said-
lot of it
when you-
out.
When you said continuing forward, I thought you meant, forward to Elversalt where we were planning
no.
on going.
You guys need to cut me off on that shit. You arrive in Elversalt.
Go sitting there going, "Oh, I've got so much editing
Yeah,
to do."
Far less of a
wait.
journey.
Can't wait.
Far less of a journey than I was imagining. But as a
That's
matter
why I
of
was
fact,
just like, 3 days to get back there? What the fuck
no,
were we
no,
doing?
no. It would have been nearly a week's time had you taken Grawe with you, but it would have been a day
Yeah.
with not bringing him. So,
Okay.
when you arrive, it is well before dusk. It is late afternoon, evening when you arrive. But you are back in town. What do you do?
Go immediately to Rom's office.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm following Carl.
Rom! We fucked up! We fucked up!
We didn't fuck up.
As he's walking in, and
All
as
fucked
I
up.
should, also do my long rest and recover my health and things.
Of course,
As
everyone
he's
should
been
have.
Remaking his, with his beautiful beard of feathers.
Please tell me you're transforming into the drow while wearing that.
Oh, absolutely, and I keep it. Rom.
He's in his bedroom.
Carl starts knocking on the door if he's not outside. Does the Sheldon knock, or he knocks 3 times? Rom.
You hear a bolt unlatch. The door opens. Rom
Hey,
kind of, yes,
so I got a new beard.
I see.
I don't know what it does. More importantly, can you turn, or do you know someone who can turn stone back into people?
What happened?
So, Raw got turned to stone, and now I need to turn him back to people.
That.
I have a beard made of feathers. We don't have time to ask questions.
I do not have the capability of fixing such a matter.
Do you know someone who does?
I would talk to the local cleric, but that seems like it might be out of their wheelhouse.
Great. Okay.
Might be. You never know.
Second
I
question.
haven't really focused in on that part of the city. It's something I'm not familiar with.
Right. Okay. Second question. Just in case we run into other issues, do you have a means of transporting, oh, a large stone object back into town? I mean, I know I could probably go ask Brock to borrow the mammoth,
I was literally just thinking that.
but
We
do we
have
have
a
something
mammoth.
smaller?
And the mammoth likes me.
Damn it.
What?
You're right. You're not wrong.
Exactly.
Of course he's not wrong.
Good point. Ah,
But tis.
yeah. I can. How far is it?
Day and a half.
Oh, I'm not leaving a day and a half outside of the city.
Yeah, but can we borrow something to go get him that's not the
No, it
mammoth?
would be me. I would be capable.
Uh,
I'm just gonna kind of tap on Carl and be like, why don't we just ask for the mammoth?
he's gonna turn to Shadow. But
However, the capability that I have is not. Huh.
he's gonna turn to Shadow. One question at a time. First, I got a more important question as to why this man can move 1,500 pounds. Why can you move 1,500 pounds?
Shadow's just gonna, before even Rom can speak, and is just gonna say, do you really want to know?
It's not that I can move 1,500 pounds. It's that I was thinking you had said it was Grawe that
Yes.
was able to be transported back, but it's not him. It's Stone.
Yeah.
He's not willing. He's not him.
Well, I mean, I can move him about 5 feet at a time, but it's gonna take me a while to get him back here.
We can get a cart.
I got a shovel. He gets out the shovel.
At this point, Shadow's just gonna wander off towards Brock's shop.
So, no, I'm not capable of bringing him back. If it was Grawe and just Grawe, I would, but it's not.
No, he's a bit of stone at the moment.
Right. If he were... You have a bag of holding, do you not?
Yeah.
Would he fit inside of it?
I think he's a little too heavy for that.
No, but there are ways of changing that, are there not?
I mean, changing him or the bag
Him.
temporarily.
That's all we would need.
Would that actively work to reduce him for a minute and then stick him in the bag of holding? Wouldn't time still pass?
Yeah.
I would. Certainly.
So he
So-
becomes carryable for a minute.
And then he bursts the bag.
Right.
Or gets ejected from the bag. Either way, not exactly a great time. So what happens when the spell wears off?
You pull him out before the case.
So we're gonna have to load and unload this guy every minute.
Not every minute, just once. One time load, one time unload.
What kind of... Alright, what kind of spell do you got that would turn him smaller versus what I think Mushroom Guy over there's got?
No, I'm thinking of reducing him.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mushroom
And-
Guy made it, when he did the hands on the clock thing, he made it look like it was only gonna last a minute.
Right. That's all we would need. I can bring us back here instantaneously.
Oh. I see what you're thinking now. Okay, you're gonna make the trip shorter.
I can make
That might work. As he claps his hands together, so we got a plan. Where'd the other guys go?
Battle left, so
I'm still here. I'm listening.
He can ride the mammoth, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
you guys are gonna be back before I even fucking get him.
I mean, it's still a day and a half journey out. So, well, now we're close to a point where we would be getting a rest, or we're half a day in.
Yeah. You'd be less than half a day in.
Yeah.
You guys would have been on the outskirts of town, about 10 miles out. Less than 5 to 10 miles out before getting in the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
All right.
Right. You made it back. We can bring him back instantaneously. I don't necessarily have the capability of bringing him I'm limited in what I'm capable of doing.
Right. Well, we can figure out the rest later once we get him back into town.
Sure.
As long as we can get him...
I would suggest talking to the local clergymen, seeing what they're capable of. If they're not, then you have yourselves an expedition.
Ain't that great?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk to that happy guy over in the, Easting.
I'm not saying go to Easting. I'm saying stay here. There's a chapel here.
No. But I mean, at the chapel here, and you're saying we have an expedition in our hands. If we can't get it here, then go in
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Did
no,
he seem skilled?
He's weird. Really
No,
weird.
but so apologies. Yorn has been talking to me for the past day, worrying about Salvo constantly. I'm not too thrilled about having any sort of threat brought here. Weird how you didn't bring him along, but whatever.
Yeah, we tried. He got a little upset about it.
Right.
I think he might be barricaded in his tavern room.
Possible. With Salvo, though, he seemed to be capable from all the descriptions Yorn was laying out. Yorn tried to emulate him until he found another that he wanted to follow. But with that being said, I'm curious about this happy priest that you all keep mentioning. You said that he helped you fight the
bit.
incursion.
Yeah. A little bit.
Okay. All right. That's all. All right.
All right.
So, I will I'll pack a bag.
Thank you. I'm gonna go talk to the priest.
Yep.
And
As he looks at himself in his drow form with the feather beard and the glowing sigil of the town.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine like this. This won't. This shouldn't freak him out too bad.
I've gotten used to it.
Well, of course you've gotten used to it, but I haven't met him yet. Thank you, Rom.
As he starts wandering off.
Pyroar, some more, Spore Cap.
I'm following Carl.
Okay.
Let's go talk to a holy man.
Shadow. How can I help you?
Yes. Shadow's gonna walk up and be like, "Hi, so Grawe got turned into stone.
Why?
Yeah, we were facing a Gorgon. If I would know that.
You wouldn't.
We were facing some large metal bovine-looking thing,
Okay.
and he's turned into stone. Could I borrow the mammoth to drag him back here? Because he's really heavy.
No.
If I paid to borrow the mammoth?
The town is using the mammoth in order to excavate the lower half. That was part of the bargaining that I had done with Rob.
Damn.
He's destroying and removing the big old shit in the southern half of the town.
He's gonna kind of just look down for a second and be like, "Do you know of any, like, carts or horses that might be available?"
Yeah. Pretty sure the Guildmasters Hall has something.
Shadow will nod and go, "Okay, thank you, Brock."
No problem.
Then he'll walk out and go find the rest of the group.
Yep. And as you guys are all converging, because the conversation with Brom went a little further or a little longer, but yours, you had to travel. You all kind of meet in the middle on your way back to the center of town. Wow, I have a tickle in my throat.
What
I finished it. It's bad. But you all converge at the center of town to the large chapel that you have seen multiple times and avidly avoided. Till now. As you walk up, the building is grand, to say the least. There aren't any clergymen on the outside, but the doors are open. And as you enter, the room is warmly lit. The chairs, the pews are adorned with soft cushioning, and they're very similarly to the temple that you had gone to in Easting. There are a couple of prayer where you would kneel to prayer altar-esque spots where you had seen Father Cornello praying. There isn't an outright slab at the top, but there is a podium.
Sounds like my brother and his family are getting back here. So
Okay.
I'll probably have to go in a little bit here. But
Alright.
anyway, sorry.
Or we can wrap up the session and kind of end at this point if you'd like.
Yeah, it is 11:30 here. We've been going for about two and a half hours.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we'll end the session here. Most of the party is back together.
Raw's buried in the ground.
I'm in the ground with a sign on my body, over my body.
He's
And Yorn's still caved up.
That's right. But with all that being said, interesting spot you put yourselves in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Good session,
Great
guys.
session.
Confusing the shit out of me by saying, and I want to move on. Thinking, hey, let's go to ProScure.
Yeah,
Fuck
my bad.
Grawe.
All right.
You
Yeah,
had
they
the
are.
chance, Andy.
Today was all
Definitely
about
back.
trying to get alcohol back
Have a good one.
to
Have
that
a good one,
town,
John.
but nope.
Yep. See you, John.
See you, John.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
See you.
Mhm.
You had the chance. You only needed to get one of us. You took
Joe.
down Grawe.
That was perfect karma, though. That was
Yeah, I
so
know.
good.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
This is what I've been waiting for since I met Grawe.
What, to see him get turned to stone?
Yes.
No. Just like to see him get kicked in the balls. in
This
one
happened
metaphoric
twice
way.
now.
To finally get his comeuppance.
What do you mean
Yeah.
finally? One of the third fight we had, I got my ass handed to me. I almost died.
Yeah, you did almost
I
die.
fell in a hole. I dug a hole. I dug my own grave.
You did. You
Yeah,
really
that's
did.
why I made the. I don't know. I thought I did. I made that comment the last round.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, at least I didn't almost die in a hole.
Oh yeah, you totally did.
I should have said then from like session 5 onwards, because I didn't have anything against you at that point.
Well, shit. What if we tell Yorn? Yorn doesn't even know what the fuck happened.
Nope.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious. But, well, it would be in 2 weeks anyway. But the thing is I don't know if Sean's gonna be able to play.
I
With-
found it so. Oh, sorry, Christo. You can keep going.
No, it's fine.
No. I insist.
No, I was just saying I don't know if he's gonna be able to play due to him falling apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's saying he needs what? Mouth surgery?
Oral surgery, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Joe.
I found it so incredibly funny as well when Carl walked into Rom's office with a beard full of feathers, like, hey, so Grawe was turned to stone by a metal cow.
Right. So I legitimately
That's so out of the blue. It's amazing.
I legitimately had a couple of encounters planned for varying like rolls. I think one of them, and it was like a 99 or 100 on the roll, was the shitty wolf encounter again, just to put Ian through what we've all gone through thus far,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I think I
Yeah.
bump it up to dire wolves instead of actual wolves.
Oh,
Anywho, and Gorgon was definitely on the list, and I wanted Gorgon on the list because of the Petrified Breath and the fact that it would require a greater restoration spell as a way for you guys to find a way to potentially get rid of scars
Oh.
that don't necessarily like you're not having to wait until level 9 to get a
Or
spell
wish.
yourself.
Yeah. Or wish.
But yeah,
I was like,
Ian, how was it?
What? You asking me or who?
Is
Ian.
Ian, how was it?
is he even here?
Might have walked away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, if you can hear the sound of my voice, How was the session? You're a cock gobbler.
I didn't like the Gorgon.
No?
Oh my god.
The Gorgon is actually an incredibly balanced creature
Yeah.
in that
Yes.
it is a monster. It has a hit pool that's very deep, right? It has a high AC, and it hits like a Mack truck. But it gets one thing to do per turn.
That is true.
So it's fucked by
Mm.
everyone else. Assuming you can force it to make like dexterity or wisdom saving throws, it's screwed.
Yeah.
Or if you have something like the pack tactics ability that
Uh-huh.
all of your animals in Shadow had.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that fucking breath. It succeeded, and then the rat just like. Thank God the rat was there.
Yep. We've been very interested to see if both of you became stoned because of that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there's Grawe, he's turning to stone.
And had he survived, had done 4 damage instead of 5 damage, that bite attack would have done the breath weapon again.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been fun.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Oh, TPK, guys. Session 2
Yeah.
for Ian, TPK.
Oh yeah.
I can start working on the second campaign then.
Oh Jesus.
Where
gonna
we're
die.
not monsters and you don't have to pull out your hair.
Yeah, exactly. And Joe, Christo, and Donnie, assuming you're still here,
Yeah.
I have already been like mulling over what would be a second session or a second campaign,
Yeah.
and like how I kind of want that to go. I don't know if it's going to be anywhere as obnoxiously big as this one. So if you
Okay.
guys want to opt out of it, by all means, go ahead.
Mhm.
But the session idea would be a campaign heavily focused on the idea of the order and chaos domains
Oh.
in D&D. And like I kind of want to tell a story where you get to choose who you side with. Like no one's wrong, right?
But one will win.
But one will win, exactly. Who do you fight for? Because like
Oh.
the idea I have as like the hook is that the struggle between the two domains is bleeding over into the material realm, and that it's causing mass havoc for the people on the material realm. But the idea would be is that you guys are all standard-esque races and standard-esque classes, nothing out of the norm. I wouldn't this would be a slightly adjusted not point by, but what is it called? You don't get to roll for your stats. The stats are assigned.
Oh.
You get values. What is that?
Oh.
Are you talking like the standard deviation one?
Standard array. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be standard array, but it would be slightly scaled up to where instead of 15 being your max, 17 would be your max.
Okay.
Yeah. But you would still have an 8 as your lowest.
That's not bad.
Wait, what was this? Sorry, I tuned out for a second.
No, my concept, my thought process and idea for the next campaign would be something, as we've discussed already, the Order and Chaos domain.
Right.
Right. Humanoid races,
Uh-huh.
standard classes, no real mucking about with
Yeah.
homebrew there. But
That last
also-
thing you just mentioned, though. Yeah.
Right. standard array ability scores rather than rolling for ability scores.
Oh,